Okay, picture this. It's 9 a.m., you're in your 30s, stuck in bumper-to-bumper traffic, just staring at the endless sea of red brake lights ahead of you. And in the back of your mind, there's this familiar, exhausting loop playing on repeat, right? You're mentally calculating that home loan EMI that just hit your account, you're factoring in the kids' upcoming school fees, and you're juggling the financial responsibilities you have for your parents. As you inch forward in that traffic, a really heavy thought sets in. Is this relentless rat race literally going to be your everyday reality for the next 25, maybe 30 years, until you finally hit 60?
It's the ultimate question, isn't it? I mean, when you are just utterly exhausted by the daily grind, the idea of stepping away decades early feels like a complete fantasy. But what if I told you that in just 10 years you could legitimately step off this treadmill? Not by gambling on a lucky break, absolutely not, but by setting up a deliberate, mathematical system where your money is forced to work way harder than you do. This isn't necessarily about stopping work forever. It's about buying back the freedom to choose exactly how you spend your days.
Okay, let's dive into this. The traditional narrative we're all sold is to save a tiny fraction of our income, keep our heads down, and just slowly, painfully limp our way to age 60 or 65. But honestly, that method is agonizingly slow and incredibly fragile. The 10-year financial independence track completely flips that script. It is not about saving slowly, it's about building a self-sustaining financial engine. And the crazy thing is, most people don't realize they're actually holding the parts to this engine right now. The real tragedy is that they quit before they ever manage to switch it on.
Section 1. The Wealth Snowball Effect. To really understand why early retirement feels completely impossible at first, we've got to look at the psychology of the early years. Because the truth is, those first few years of trying to build wealth, they feel incredibly discouraging. You make the sacrifices, you put the money away, and the results, well, they look virtually invisible. This huge imbalance between your massive effort and the tiny outcome convinces millions of people that the system is just broken. During this initial stage, we can call it the sweat phase, your progress runs entirely on your own labor and discipline. Those first few years of putting your monthly SIPs into mutual funds feel almost useless because you are the sole engine pushing this giant snowball uphill. But here's the thing, the system isn't broken. It's just doing the grueling groundwork required before compounding can actually take over.
Let's talk about Manish for a second. He's 28, earning a modest salary, and he commits to a strict monthly SIP. He avoids those expensive dinners out, he skips the new car upgrade, he even works extra freelance gigs. Now, after 3 years of brutal discipline, his balance is barely hovering around a few lakhs. He feels completely pointless compared to his massive retirement goal. He literally almost quits. But that modest balance wasn't a failure at all. It was the foundation. Manish was actually standing right at the edge of this fragile bridge, where his saved money was finally strong enough to start earning its own money.
Part 2. Your personal retirement clock.
Is the exact moment everything changes. But once you cross that bridge, you need a way to measure the momentum. Otherwise, you're just gonna feel like the market is tossing random numbers at you every day. We need to turn those abstract market returns into a concrete, measurable countdown to freedom, the rule of 72. This single number takes the chaos out of investing and replaces it with extreme clarity. It lets you predict exactly how time and returns will interact over the course of your life.
So, here is how the math actually works for us. You take the number 72 and divide it by your expected annual return. If we look at historical data, a diversified portfolio of Indian equity mutual funds can average somewhere around a 12% return over the long term. Divide 72 by 12 and you get exactly 6. That means, on average, your invested money is going to double every 6 years. It's a clean, incredibly predictable cycle.
Just look at the immense power of stacking these doubling cycles. Imagine you start with a base of 50 lakh rupees. One cycle later, 6 years, it's 1 crore. Stick with it for another 6 years, it's 2 crores. Another 6 years, you're at 4 crores. Your effort hasn't changed at all, but the system itself accelerates. On this clock, the ticks aren't hours stuck at a desk. Every completed cycle is literally years shaved off your working life. This math is exactly what allows some people to achieve in 1 decade what others spend 40 years trying to do.
Section 3. Playing offense and defense. But look, here is a hard reality. Just knowing this clock exists isn't enough. If your contributions are too small, waiting for those 6-year doubling cycles is still going to take way too long. You just cannot compress decades of work into a single decade purely through slow savings. To fit more of these explosive doubling cycles into a tight 10-year window, you need a two-part strategy. Offense is about expanding the money flowing in, while defense is keeping that money from leaking out. Take person A. They earn 1 lakh rupees a month, save 10%, and rely purely on slow savings. Now look at person B. They play offense by upskilling or maybe starting a side business, boosting their income to 3 lakh rupees. But critically, they play defense by freezing their lifestyle. They still live on the exact same 90,000 rupees as person A. The gap between their new high income and their frozen expenses becomes pure, high-octane investment fuel. The difference in wealth generated over 10 years between these two, it's genuinely staggering.
So the crucial point is avoiding the classic lifestyle creep trap. It's almost an Indian corporate tradition, right? The urge to immediately upgrade your car, buy the latest iPhone, or move to a bigger rented flat the very second that Diwali bonus or annual appraisal hits your account. Don't do it. Try this experiment instead. For the next 12 months, every single time your pay increases, automatically invest it. Treat every new rupee as a worker joining your financial team. If you buy things you don't actually need, you're basically firing those workers. If you invest them, they never sleep, they never call in sick, and they build your wealth 24/7.
Part 4. The 3-layer money machine.
Let's move to and see how this builds your portfolio architecture. Because the market does not move in a straight line, right? You need a structure that doesn't just build wealth but actively protects it. To create a vehicle that can endure absolutely any market condition over the long run, your portfolio must have 3 distinct slices: growth, income, and stability. Each one plays a totally different role, and if you remove any of them, the whole system becomes incredibly unstable.
Let's break these layers down. Growth is your engine. Think equity mutual funds and the Nifty 50 index. This pushes your money past inflation to ensure you don't lose your purchasing power. Income, on the other hand, is your fuel system. Rental yields and dividend stocks. These pay you even when the markets swing wildly, handling your daily bills without forcing you to sell off your core assets. And finally, stability. These are your brakes and shock absorbers. Think FDs, your EPF, PPF, and maybe a small gold position. They protect you when volatility hits, giving you steady liquidity during a heavy market downturn.
There is one secret principle to ensure your portfolio never shrinks, even decades after your traditional work income stops. You absolutely must reinvest 10 to 20% of your passive income from those rentals and dividends straight back into the machine. This guarantees your wealth continues to outpace inflation, extending the life of your portfolio over the long haul.
And finally, Part 5. Building true financial freedom.
As we look at this entire picture, the framework itself is actually deeply logical, but the real test, the absolute hardest part of this entire journey, is psychological. Your path from the daily commute to absolute financial control comes down to these actions. Step 1. Start immediately. Missing just one cycle can literally double your timeline to freedom. Step 2. Play offense to grow your income, but maintain brutal defense to keep your lifestyle steady. Let that gap fuel your wealth. Step 3. Construct that 3-layer portfolio of growth, income, and stability. And always reinvest a portion of the proceeds.
Ultimately, you have to ask yourself this. The 10-year FI track isn't just about running away from a tiring job. It's about empowering yourself to build a system of total optionality. It's about achieving that deep peace of mind that comes from knowing your family's security is guaranteed, and that your time, finally, belongs entirely to you. You hold the engine. The only question is, are you ready to switch it on?
Subscribe for more personal financial tips.